Oh boy. It's first thing in the morning, we got work to do. I'm sorry, I've been sick for a while. I should have murdered that guy, but I couldn't unless I shot him. I have a number of supplies prepared. And I need this entire tunnel turned into those two things. Well, no, the floor of the tunnel. Sorry. I should have specified a little more. I'm gonna leave as many torches intact as I can. No promises. I need to think of an extra block for the sides, because I have, at present, nothing. I got nothing. I'm going to need more. Woo! I'm going to need more pickaxes because all the pickaxes I currently have in my inventory are next to busted. Excuse me. I might change this tunnel to a different color at some point, maybe. But I don't know. I don't even know if I have enough quartz. That's the problem. That's issue number 1. This is all going to be replaced with glowstone eventually, in a nice even pattern. I apologize if last episode was long. I didn't actually look into how long it was. Purely because my computer is slow and would not load it for longer than I cared for. Hey, there's a chicken. It's dead now. You never saw it. For you see, that chicken exists in a place where it doesn't need to be. There don't need to be any animals around the mountain base because they will all exist within this new place. And you know, I've been playing a lot of the new Pokemon game. And what I think of when I'm making this animal sanctuary-esque place. Don't you also think of Aether Foundation? That's why I'm going with a white sort of theme here. Because when you went to in Pokemon Sun and Moon, when you go to Aether Foundation, friggin' suckers bright white everywhere. I don't have enough quartz, nor enough patience to mine enough quartz to make everything pure white. Oh, shoot. In fact, I don't even have the full... I don't have a whole lot of things. Like, what block is going to go along the side? I don't know. I do have a stack of glass, and you know what I'm going to do with that glass? Darn tootin'. There are too many dangers on this mountain at nighttime. And like hell, do I feel like lighting up the entire mountain. I just feel like lighting up the entire mountain draws away from the mystery sort of thing. And I love a good mystery. For Gravity Falls and They're not telling me anything. Drawing me in and then suckering me with their silliness. Some parts of okay, I've been watching Gravity Falls with my friend Perps. Perps, you're probably watching. And I'm not a cartoons kind of guy. I don't really like cartoons. I don't think... I think a lot of their sense of humor is annoying. I find that a lot of points they try and get across, like, to go in internet sort of terms, I feel like a lot of their, the points they try and get across, come out as cringy. I'm gonna get a half a stack away. And then look around. I am too close to the mountain. A stack it is. I thought about stopping at 16 and being 48 blocks away, but by that time I was already down to about 12 or 14, so I had missed it. That's going to be 2 more stacks of quartz. My apologies for stopping abruptly. So, you all now know about my intention to skip the pigs. Well, what are you gonna do about pigs? I'm not. No pigs on this farm. I don't like them. Simple as that. I don't like pigs. I'm going to be eating a stack of pork chops, and then the only pork chop that will be in my inventory will be from wild pigs encountered somewhere in nature. I am suddenly realizing that a stack of quartz is completely unnecessary. Fart. I keep thinking this entire time, won't it be a little weird seeing, like, looking at the underside of this bridge and seeing, like, half slab, full block, half slab, full block, half slab. You know what? All that is completely unnecessary, and I'm going to be taking up all of these blocks right the hell now, because this is a waste. I am wasting resources. There we go. I'm going to now use 3 stacks to get 6 stacks. If you know what I'm talking about, this should seem really obvious. Yoink. You're coming with me, and you're going over here. Yes, I have wasted a lot of resource. Sheesh. That's better. Half slabs. That was close. That was almost stupid. And then I'm probably going to have something underneath so that, like, it doesn't show that there's just a half slab bridge all the way a stack of blocks out. I don't have the circle planned for, I don't know how big this circle's going to be. I'm probably going to make it like 8 blocks in radius. Well, each of the circles 8 blocks in radius, so that's 16 blocks, and 16 blocks times 3 is 48, so probably like 3 blocks bigger than that, so that's like 52. No, that's 51. So 51 blocks, no, divided by 2, so, shoot. 25, 26, no, 25 and a half. Oh, but maybe I'll just make it 52 in diameter so that it's easier to round down. Let's just get that out of there. Even if I mess up this part, it won't be difficult to fix. Like that, because this is the bottom of a block, so it comes right off. Simple as that. It's amazing. And I love it. Simple to fix. See, I don't like working with half slabs a lot. Honestly. I really don't. Because if you mess up while you're working underneath half slabs, I've worked with the half slabs many, many times before. If you mess up... No. They make really good roofs. Half slabs. The mansion that I'm making, that I told you about last episode, yeah. That is made... the roof is made with dark oak wood half slabs. But if you are working underneath half slabs and you misclick and suddenly the half slab is a full block, what the hell? Why did it need one extra? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna make sure this glass bridge. And there's a skeleton right there. Here we go. Perfect. I need the levels, but I don't care at the moment. I'm going to use the rest of this glass to cover up the top because I can't use it anywhere else. I can't use it on the sides because I need another block leading outward that way. My apologies for stopping abruptly again. I am feeling under the weather and have been doing not pleasant things have been happening in my life right now. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, that's about as much as I can do at the moment. Ain't it grand? Building. Actually building. Oh, okay. So, soon in the near future, I don't know if it's going to be recorded or not. Swap it to controller real quick just to wander around the base. This is the epicenter. This base, what I have been recording for probably 40-something episodes, is only the epicenter. You may look at this room and say, you have an excess of storage. You will never fill up every single chest in this room. On this floor. You are correct. Because this chest over here has a dropper underneath it. I might. That's the thing. I might. Let's count. How many chests are in the, around this pillar? Shall we? Because it is a free-floating pillar. Going from floor to ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Times 3. 8, 20, 8, 16, 24. There are 24 chests here. You know how many colors there are in Minecraft? There are about 16, I want to say. So, I can fill up... every chest here and still have some left over that will be overflow. Because this pillar is only for hardened clay. And all of its colors. This one is normal hardened clay. This one will probably also be 16 minus 24. Let's see what that is. Oh, well, that was easy. It's 8. So, we have 8 chests. 8 of these chests that we technically don't need. That can be filled with something else. Probably overflow. Because hardened clay. And lots of it. I'm going to need 8 chests full of nothing, that have nothing but dyes. And things that will require dyes. I'm going to have to do a lot of squid hunting. That's my point. This is only the epicenter of everything. I've spent 40-something episodes, maybe even 50, here. Well, not exactly. I spent maybe the first 10 or so finding this place and going out and exploring the world and doing things, getting myself situated. I have spent so many countless hours renovating this place and developing everything, making everything how I want it, because this is HQ, Mountain Base headquarters. Mountain Base headquarters. This is the center of everything. There will be a nether hub. There will be there's so many thousands of inventory spaces in all those chests. All because this is the center. All because I plan on sometime in the future there will be a collectathon. I want this place to be so easily accessible and so interesting and so full of everything I need, because I'm never staying here for very long. This is where everything is. This is home base. From here, I come home. Say I need iron. I'm going to take out a chunk of iron. And away I go. Or I put it in that chest. Let's pretend this cobblestone is the iron that I just took out. There it goes. Goodbye. It goes downstairs. I pick it up. And then head into the nether. Go out through the nether hub. To the the portal on the other side. Where, guess what? I use that iron. It is now almost indistinguishable from the quartz. That's amazing. I use the iron that I just put in that chest and took with me in the nether and went to the portal. I use that iron to build. Or I use that iron to make tools in the new place. Of course, everywhere I go, I'm going to be setting up chests for storage in that place. But I want this to be a home that I always return to. I want it to look... I want it to be a home where I can go out and work on any number of projects and then come back here where this place is always looking nice and functional, and I can stay here as long as I need before going out and before getting tired of this place and going out and building some more. That's my big hope. And I'm going to... Where are my torches? And I'm going to replace all the torches right now. So, sometime in the future, I'm going to have to do a collect-a-thon to fill all those chests with the junk that I'm going to use to build with. Every type of wood, every sapling, which I can then use up on the 5th floor as the tree farm. Another reason why I need that entire giant chunk of rock gone. I can come back here. That's why I'm working on this. So I have Project Rainbow, a stack, and 40 something away from home, so that I can't hear it specifically. It's just out here so far away because it's literally so freaking loud. But I have Project Rainbow so that I have as much wool as I could possibly need. So I'm going to need another 16 chests, each one for a different color of wool. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to eat some pork chops as soon as I'm hungry enough. I will have every single kind of food. I will never need food because of all this stuff that I've been working on. And I want a beacon for this place. Gosh dang it. A beacon that works every single place in this place. However, it turns out that there is one direction that there is one range that beacons work that I can't work with, and that is straight up. Straight freaking up. They have or at least I'm fairly certain. I think they have it might be like outward from the beam, and so therefore it wasn't working on the first floor. When I had that one beacon that I spawned in, I might have to spawn in another one, purely to get rid of that hunk of rock that I still haven't done anything with. Excuse me, I really should make more diamond tools, but I'm waiting until I get to level 30, because once... excuse me, oh gosh, dang it. Once I get to level 30, and I can come back here and enchant something, enchanting doesn't take... What? Oh no, you're kidding me. I am in 1.7. Ah, fart. When the hell was that introduced? I'm gonna block all these bookshelves real quick. Fart. All that 5 levels, unbreaking 1. Oh boy. Alright, you know what? I'm doing an amount of cheating. Right in front of your very eyes. So, you remember when I went out and killed sheep? That could have taken me several hours. All condensed into maybe 10 minutes max. I have gone out into the world several times. Huh. I didn't notice that before. Also, this entire back room has to be populated with chests. I have not done that yet. Anyway, I've gone out into the world several times looking for these ender pearls. I hate gathering them. Practically everyone else does just the same. I have gone out several times. Do you know how many I have? I'll give you a hint. It's only a few. I can count the number on my hands. I have less than 10. Despite the probably at least 10 Endermen that I've killed. I can't use my looting sword because it sets things on fire. So I'm forced to resort to this stupid sword, which kills spiders and throws things about 5-10 blocks away. That is the only way that I can kill Endermen. Unless I enchant another sword, which takes a whopping 30 levels. Why do I want to find ender pearls so bad? Because I want to go to the end. I want to fight that dragon. And I want to build an end farm. An extremely helpful source of many, many things. Ender pearls and experience. That's the many things. Ender pearls and experience. That's it. That's what I want. Because as soon as I have an end farm obtained almost entirely legit, I can enchant a million things. But you know how I get that? Getting these. Do you know how many days, how many nights I've gone out and looked for Endermen and found nothing? They are rare, it turns out. They are rare and annoying. Because they're hard to kill. They do pretty decent damage. I've never been killed by one in this world. But gosh, are they annoying. So I'm going to do some cheating in front of your very eyes. 3, 6, 8. Two stacks! Huh. That's cool. And now, from this cheating, the end farm quest begins. Here, in the Nether, we have already journeyed forth. We've got 19 blaze rods. For every blaze rod, 2 blaze powder. Blaze powder and end pearls. Eyes of Ender. Once 1.8 starts, because I'm fairly certain that's when we get our enchantment table proper. Then the quest for the end will begin. I don't know if that's a video from now. I don't know if that's 2 videos from now. I intended to stay in 1.7 a lot longer. And you know why? You want to know why I intended to stay in 1.7 so long? This travesty is why. Because for every level that it tells me to spend in this enchanting table, I have to spend that many levels. 30? 30 leads to 30 levels gone. Down the tube. And for what? Hell if I know. I could put 4 levels on this thing right now. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what? There's an update. There's an update for that. It happens in the future. It happens in the future, and it tells you one of the things. One of the 3 things. One of the... Who knows what you'll get. But it will give you a hint as to whatever enchantment you will get. Unbreaking. 1. It would have told me that. It would have told me unbreaking. Question mark? It's never wrong. If it tells me I'm going to get unbreaking, I'm going to get unbreaking. And depending on how many levels I put into it, some other combination of stuff. But in order to put down that enchantment, I would need the amount of levels that it tells me to have, and then 1 level. It would use 1 level, 2 levels, or 3 levels. And instead of, oh, hey, this one is the minimum, this one is some number, and this one is potentially some other number. Instead, it goes from minimum to maximum, top to bottom. All the time. Instead, it gave me 2, 5, 2? I don't know. Say I put it over here. 1, 1, 4. 2, 1, 3. There you go. My point is proven. I will know. I will figure out how many videos I've done, and when either next time on Minecraft or whenever we swap to 1.8, we are only spending 6 videos in 1.7. Ain't that sad? See you next time, folks.